that a private water company provides water service to, but once again, we are the stewards of the public sewer system in that area. We maintain approximately 300 miles of water pipeline and approximately 150 miles of sewer pipeline. Next slide, please. This is a graphic of the sewer service area and water district service area. The green area is the area that Yorba Linda Water District currently maintains the sewer system within. The blue area is the city-owned sewer that we're talking about today. It looks like roughly half the land mass, but it's considerably less populated. There's a lot of hilly community out there, and the public asset, I think, in that area is roughly about 75 miles of sewer system. The blue boundary is our water district boundary line. Just south of the railroad tracks in Placentia and Anaheim, we do not provide sewer service. Next slide, please. This is a picture of our camera crew and our own employees running the CCTV, that's closed-circuit TV systems. You've heard in the past about the WDR, the waste discharge regulations or requirements, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But in response to government mandates on what must be done to properly maintain these types of public assets, we acquired this equipment, which again is publicly owned, and we have trained our staff to run this equipment and to assess and analyze what they see on the screen. Part of the WDR requirement is that you do video inspection on a regular basis of the sewer system, the collection system, and that you take action accordingly when you find any deficiencies, problems, root intrusion, cracks, breaks, those types of things. It's a mandate, again, unfunded mandate, but a mandate nonetheless. So here are some of the bullet points that, again, as you saw in the mission statement, we're a public agency basically providing two services to the community, water and wastewater collections. We also are very responsive and responsible in our asset management planning. The board just completed financing, and we just completed the document, an asset management plan. It's a document about 4 inches thick. Just completed that this year, and it identifies all of the public assets that we're responsible for maintaining. It also projects the useful life of these assets, and in today's dollars, how much money would be it would be responsible for the agencies to plan in the future to, say, replace those assets or repair them to extend their useful life. So we are developing a refinement to our reserve policies and planning, doing short-term and long-term financial planning for proper and responsible asset management. And of course, that includes all of the sewer collection system. We have an active root control program, and much like the city, we have the pleasure of only maintaining one sewer lift station because primarily, again, we're serving a gravity system, or we service and maintain a gravity system because of the way the city is laid out. It works very well for collections. That one lift station is a problematic issue. We have our lift station telemetered, which means that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, if there's ever a problem with that lift station, our operators who are on standby all the time find out that there's an issue, whether it be a high water alarm, a power failure to the system, whatever that may be, we have that lift station telemetered and connected to our SCADA system. Our staff is fully trained, and we require that they stay up to date with industry standard technology and certifications, and again, that is including CCTV. Next slide, please. Or sorry. The other item I just mentioned is that we're already here in the community. We offer 24-hour service, emergency service. And our maintenance lead worker on the sewer crew lives right in the center of town, just north of Yorba Linda in part of the S&S development. She's been working for the district for over 20 years. And our policy and our practice is to be on site for any emergency within 30 minutes. Now, sometimes that's simply just to mobilize and assess the situation, but because we have other staff members that live here in the community and are on standby in surrounding communities, we can get the assets and the equipment in place very quickly to respond to a sewer spill, for example, or a problem out in one of those lift stations. Next slide, please. So WDR compliance, you're probably sick of hearing this. I'm sure your staff has trained you very well about those mandates. The WDR compliance and the waste discharge requirements actually originated in California, in Southern California, and actually in this regional water quality, in this water quality region. This one being, of course, the Santa Ana River is tributary to the ocean, as are all of our, most of our cities here. And of course, a good amount of revenue for ocean communities comes from the beaches. And keeping those beaches open is vital for the economic viability of those communities along the beach. When there's contamination of those beaches, it's not good business for Orange County or for those cities. So Southern California, and particularly our region, actually developed the WDR model that eventually became adopted by the state in 2006 as this mandate that we work full-time to comply with. The basic premise of it is at whatever cost possible and reasonable, there's a zero tolerance for sanitary sewer overflows. And how they try to ensure that you comply with that requirement is by making sure that you're taking the maintenance and of the systems very seriously, that you have an ongoing regular maintenance program, that you are putting away some funds for repairs and replacements, because should anything be found with that system to either be deficient in its capacity, you have to have the money to take care of that problem and to take care of it on a timely basis. As well as any other asset, you also should be putting away a certain amount of money or planning in the future for the eventual repair and replacement. The city portion of the sewer obviously ages from probably late 70s, early 80s onward to probably as new as a few years old. So I think we've talked about this, and I think, again, you've heard it from your own staff. Frequent cleaning